So then we'll do this in English, and then I'll just start, and feel free to ask questions as I go along. You probably already have a mental image of the Viking Age as a time when rough men come on the long ships, steal everything that isn't nailed to the ground, put fire to everything else, kill some people, capture other people, and in general making a nuisance of themselves in all.
They have things like marble quarries, salt mines. They were very unlucky.
This was in many ways the secret behind the success of the Vikings. 1,000 years ago, these were the best seagoing vessels in the world. They are fast and extremely seaworthy. I have a belt weapon, shield, and a spear. The spear was the most common weapon of the Viking Age. Not only here in the western part of Norway where it was mandatory, but pretty much everywhere. Because the spear is a cheap weapon to make, and it's also very, very efficient. The spear has enough penetrative force to go through a chainmail, it has a very good reach, and it's blindingly fast. So even a completely untrained 12 or 13-year-old with a spear is something you should be a little bit concerned about in the battle. And right there, it will be absolutely razor sharp. Because when you make a cut, that's the area you try to hit with. If you hit with this area, you get a deep and clean cut. And if you hit with the wobbly bits up here or down here, the cut will be crooked and it won't go so deep. So because of the price, these were both weapons and status symbols in the Viking Age. And these two are fairly light. A Viking sword weighs between 900 grams and 1.2 kilograms, so it's made for speed and precision. But if you're looking for something a little bit more brutal, I would recommend the Daneaxe. The Daneaxe is the heaviest weapon the Vikings used, and it's also the only two-handed weapon we know about from the Viking Age. With all the other weapons, including the spear, fighting with the shield in your other hand is not really a problem. But when you're wielding this thing, you pretty much have to use both hands on the weapon. So it might be a good idea to hide behind somebody who has a shield. But that said, this is actually quite a versatile weapon. Because in addition to using it as an axe, I can also use it as a spear and as a hook. So I can, for instance, go over somebody's shield, pull it down and hope that somebody else kills him for me. I can go behind his legs and pull his legs out from under him. I can go over his shoulder and pull him down. And if I'm feeling particularly evil,
chop, chop, chop.
And that's about all I have. If you have any more questions.
good tour.